Hello, this is a video to show you how to do the shifting for Midnight Song in Fiddle Time Sprinters. So it's probably best to work on this piece, learn it all in first position first so you know how it sounds, so you have to ignore the printed fingering. Then do the warm-ups. So I'm just going to show you how to do the warm-ups, adding in an extra open string check. So you have your first finger on the A string to make a B. And we're going to do it in first position first. Okay. And then we're going to do it doing the shift. So we move our finger up. And then we're going to add in an open D. So we're adding in 2 extra notes just to check that that first finger is in tune. And then on an up bow we slide it back down again. And we make sure that our finger is light on the string as we move it down, and the thumb works opposite, not grabbing, but just moving as a pair. So we're going to move up, check, down. And you've got to imagine that the bow is in charge of the shift. The bow pulls the finger up and pushes the finger back down. Pull up, push down. Okay, the next bit of the warm-up is a C to an E. So again, do it in first position first to get the target where we're shifting to in our head, and then we take on a down bow we pull the second finger up this time, so it's the second finger that stays on the string. Follow it up gently with the first finger as well, so we don't want this sticking up in the air. So, and then when you get there, check it with the open E and then push it back down again. And you can pretty much tell when you get there bang in tune because this E string rings anyway, so. And you also have a harmonic underneath. You also have a harmonic underneath. First finger, second finger. So you can hear that as you slide the finger lightly up the string. Light finger, hear the harmonic, land. And then test, and then make the finger light, and when you hear you've arrived, put it back down again. Okay, so that's how to do the warm-ups. So once we've done that, we're going to work on 1 bar sections. So we'll learn 1 bar at a time and then join up in 4 bar phrases. Okay, so the first phrase, we're going to have a B to a D, and then that's how you play the first bar. You go up to third position, stay put on that high D, and then down to an open D. So that's where you can check that you're in tune. While you play, and then on bar 2, while you play the open D, you bring the hand back down to first position. So this is bar 2. First finger on the D string for an E. Bring it to a G, test, and then to open A, so that gives you time to move the hand back down again. Okay, you should already know how it sounds because you've already learnt it in first position, so this is just the shifting bit. So then we join those 2 bars up, move the hand back down, cross over the string, move the hand back down. This is bar, so this is bar 5. It's the 3rd bar you play, but it's bar 5. So now B to D. Then we stay in 3rd position for the E. And then we go across to play the A with a second finger. So the whole of bar 5 and bar 6 are in 3rd position apart from the first note. So we slide up, and then do a second finger, and then the second finger goes across the A. So you're on the second finger on the D string in 3rd position. Okay, and then once you've done that, those 2 bars, practice the whole 4 bars. So release, move your hand back, over the string, bring your hand back, slide up, stay put. And and you can test that A with the A string and the E with the E string. So while you're learning these parts, it's really good idea whenever you've got an open string note that you're playing that you can test, do that. Okay, so now we're going from bar 7. So we have a shift, stay in third position. So we're staying on the A string, put your 4th finger down for this top G, and then you've got to go to a 1st finger on the D string. So that's an octave from G to G. And if we've been practicing our G major 2-octave scales, where we shift, this is the top note and the bottom note of that 2nd octave. Okay, so we do 2nd finger, 4th finger, down to the, so we're still in 3rd position, 1st finger, still in 3rd position, and then the B is our 3rd finger, C, B, now we shift. Okay, so it would be worth checking your finger chart for your top octave of G major 2 octaves, because all the notes that you need there are going to be in that finger chart. Okay, so if you're not sure about where the positions are, write the note names underneath the notes, then write all the finger numbers in so that you know what fingers you're using. That's where the brain gets confused, because you're used to playing different fingers and different strings for these notes. Okay, so that's the second 4-bar section. So now we're on bar 11. This is halfway through the 3rd line. So now we're doing a 2nd finger shift to an E and back down again. So that's exactly the same as the warm-up you did. Then 1st finger shift and move back during the open D. Then we have a shift on the D string, and then we stay put and hop over onto the G string. So that D is played with the 2nd finger in 3rd position, and you can check whether it's in tune. Okay, so let me just do bar 13 and 14 again. So you do shift up, stay put, so we do G, B, A, hop your 2nd finger over onto the G string, and we're playing that D in 3rd position on the G string. Okay, bar 15, same as the warm-up, and then we shift up. Now here we go onto the E string, but you move down as you play the open E, and then shift up to the top B and back down again. So that's exactly the same as the warm-up, just on the E string, and then we end in 1st position. Okay, and then when we get to bar 19, it's the same as bar 7. So I'm going to play you bar 19 to 22. Release. Release. I apologise, that's the same as your first phrase, yeah? Okay, and then the next bars 23 is the same as the next phrase from the beginning. Stay in 3rd position, octave, 4th finger, 1st finger. And then we have a little ending. Now we have to get to 3rd position here without the written in shift, so we're not sliding, we have to change bow, so we go, and then while you're practicing it, actually put in a little slide. So the last 2 bars, slowing down, and then on the up bow do a very gentle slide and fade away. And then that slide up there will get more subtle and more relaxed as you've finished off. So this is how I would actually okay. So the other shifts have been really obvious. And part of the tune, whereas at the end it's not quite so obvious. But don't grab at it, do it as part of the bowing, but just make it a little bit more subtle. Okay, so work on bar by bar, then phrase by phrase. Always check the notes that you're going to with open strings where possible, or if not possible, play it in first position to remind yourself of how it's supposed to sound. Write in letter names underneath so you know exactly what notes you're playing, so it's not as confusing when you're playing them with different fingers than you would normally play when you're in first position. So you're basically learning to become bilingual when you're doing third position, because what you see on the page means a different thing for what you do with the violin than you're used to. So that's quite a lot of new learning there. Great. Enjoy yourself, work hard, and I will look forward to seeing it.